So Samaje Perine. I know I made a video on him and Carson Steele, but now this is time for us to this is time for us to talk about him individually. And Samaje Perine, he's going to end up being a secret weapon for the Kansas City Chiefs. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people, they're not really in tune with how good of a player Samaje Perine is. And I feel like this is the best system made for him that he's ever been in his life, because I feel like this team is literally perfectly made for Samaje Perine and, Andy Reid's offense and stuff like that. I mean, if you're into fantasy football, I think you should actually take a shot on Samaje Perine. Very good, well-rounded running back that I believe is going to have some good years. So he's been playing since 2017. His first ever season, 175 carries, 600 yards, 16 games played, whatever. Cool, that's his first ever season. Then he took some years, he had a few years of not really getting no rushing yards. But we're going to talk about his most recent season. So his best season, in my opinion, was 2022. That's rushing. He had 394 yards with 2 touchdowns. He's an all-right rusher. He's not the best rusher, but he could give you at least 400 yards for me, so that's calm. But when we talk about what he could do out of the backfield when it comes to receiving, that's what makes him so special. Because if you look at the 2023 season, he had 455 yards. I mean, even some wide receivers don't get that. So when you add a guy like that into Andy Reid's offense who actually involves the running back a lot, Andy Reid, he involves his running backs a lot. He puts his running backs in the game a lot. He makes them do a bunch of different things. So if you could block and catch and run the ball as a running back, then you're perfect for Andy Reid. And Andy Reid said Juju Smith-Schuster and Samaje Perine absolutely could play in the season opener, which is good, So in my opinion, what Samaje Perine is to this team, I feel like he's a Jerick McKinnon replacement, I really feel like he's a Jerick McKinnon replacement. Perine, he finished 2023 with his career highs for targets, catches, and receiving yards while working in a, committee with Javonte Williams and Jaleel McLaughlin in Denver. And he should have an immediate role, spelling Pacheco on passing downs. And if Pacheco misses any time due to injury, then Samaje Perine, God forbid, we don't want Pacheco to injury, but Samaje Perine, he could definitely have a bigger role, and he could be a pretty good running back for us just in case we need that, and just in case Pacheco does get hurt, God forbid. It was a good, I think the signing was beautiful. I like the signing. I think it made a lot of sense, and don't forget we still got Carson Steele. So the Chiefs running back room is looking very well-rounded, and I honestly like what I'm seeing out of them, And he used to play for the Bengals, which is even better, and it's just another addition to the rivalry, He is expected to have a big role in Kansas City, and he's going to see a lot of snaps. I mean, the Chiefs, they placed Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the the NFI list on Monday, which means he'll miss the first 4 games of the season, including Cincinnati's matchup with Kansas City in Week 2. And Perine spent 3 full seasons in Cincinnati. He was a member of the 2021 team that won the AFC Championship. Perine, he had 238 rushing yards and 455 yards receiving for the Broncos last season after signing with them in free agency. And when Denver released them, Kansas City Chiefs picked him up automatically. Very good pickup. I love this signing. Perine, man, he is just going to change everything for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's my opinion. The Chiefs been making a lot of crazy moves. Not crazy moves, but they're making a lot of pretty solid moves, with the Bailey Zapp. That was a very surprising move right there. I already got Carson Wentz. I didn't really expect them to go for Bailey Zapp, but that's what that is. But, yeah, man, Samaje Perine, he's already getting used to the playbook with the Kansas City Chiefs coaching staff and stuff like that. He's a veteran because he's kind of older, on the older side. He turns 29 early in the regular season, and he has more than 4 vested seasons in the NFL. So he wasn't subject to the waiver wire, he was able to sign with any team. And him signing with Kansas City should tell you all that y'all need to know. That goes to show you that he even knows himself that he is going to have the perfect role for him. I bet the Chiefs are going to have the perfect role for him. You know, Perine is a essential third down back, you know, meaning that he could be trusted to pass, protect, or run routes as a pass catcher in passing situations. And obviously, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he provides, you know, he's familiar with the offense. But he's not the running back that KC wants to have routinely protecting Patrick Mahomes. And his ongoing battle with, you know, his PTSD and stuff like that is really making him questionable for this season, you know. Pacheco, he's excellent. He's already shown pass blocking improvement this year. But asking Pacheco or any running back in the NFL to be an every down running back in a modern NFL is something that is just not good. You don't want to do that. Depth is mandatory in this league. Depth is 100% mandatory in this league. And now that we're making these type of signings, I kind of wish that we'll sign Xavier and Howard. You know? And even Samaje Perine himself said the Chiefs do a lot of winning. That's another reason why he signed with us, because we do a lot of winning, you know? So 693 yards on 53 carries and 50 receptions during his time with the Denver Broncos last season was pretty good. And if he replicates his 2023 performance this year, he could change a lot for the Kansas City Chiefs. And he could be a key person that's going to be essential to this three-peat. You know, he's going to be essential to this three-peat. I think it's going to make sense that he could help this team get a three-peat, but based off like what he could do and what he brings to the table, that would definitely help a team that's on their way to three-peating. Now, he is expected to suit up for the Chiefs in their Week 1 matchup against the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday, but it does remain unclear how much of a role Perine would play in Andy Reid's offense. So that's that right there. So we'll definitely have to stay tuned to see if he gets any carries during his debut in Kansas City. And we'll see how that goes, you know. But hopefully he does get some carries and he gets to run some routes out the backfield. I feel like he already found his role in Andy Reid's offense, which is very good. That's the first step to being a key player for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's finding your role in Andy Reid's offense. You know, he already did that, already being signed. So having him and then having Juju back and stuff like that is definitely exciting. You know, it's exciting. And I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm happy with what this Chiefs team has and what they're doing. I think the 3P is inevitable at this point. It's been your boy Chiefs Priority. I'm out, man. Peace.